Warning: the following content may not align with some of the views of the Sensitivity Police. Be advised that we are not professional advisors nor experts in most of the topics we discuss. We're just a couple of brothers with jokes and opinions. So lighten the fuck up.
I would say Earl Sweatshirt, but
Nope.
Yeah, you don't even know who Earl is. You probably don't like nobody from OF.
OnlyFans?
Nah.
I love
No,
OnlyFans.
man.
What are you talking about?
Nah, man.
I definitely support OnlyFans. What do you mean?
Shit. I can't even remember what it's called now. You said that shit. Oh man. Odd Future. That was the label. Tyler, the creator, and Damo Genesis, or the ran that label.
I have no idea who those people are. Yeah, no.
Earl Sweatshirt, you know what I'm saying? Mellow Hype. They got a few artists. Frank Ocean.
I downloaded an Earl Sweatshirt album for you before, I believe.
But I don't like shit. I don't go outside.
I don't know.
That's
I didn't
pay
attention because I did not listen to it because I was like,
Doris. I fuck with Earl. But yeah, so that I keep hearing a lot about that Tyler album though.
Well, I mean, they said it looks like it's sitting at number 1 for like 2 weeks in a row or some shit, maybe.
Look, Tyler is the nerdy kid who just wanted his dad. He sounded like he might have got bullied.
Rap?
Yeah, you can say that kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, Nap's second week at number 1 on Billboard 200.
I mean, it's Tyler, man. Eeyore, I fucked with the Eeyore album too. I fuck with Tyler. I fuck with almost all of them. Eeyore was his, another album. That was another album he had.
Oh.
Yeah, man. But like I said, I've been on that Earth Gang. That Earth Gang album is fire.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't know. I don't listen to Earth
I feel
Gang
like you'll
either.
fuck with it. I feel like you'll like that one. There's a couple of, especially after I would say tracks 2 through 6.
Like
I feel
Jenkins?
like you'll fuck with him. No, man. Earth
Does
Gang.
Jimmy like him?
I had to introduce him to him, but I don't see him. Because
I mean, if he do,
album.
I'm just saying, it might be a turn on.
Nah, so for me, Earth Gang is like the Outcast. Like they remind me of Outcast.
You said that, and
they come from Spillage Village.
Is
Outkast.
B.O.B. He's like Andre 3000 in
a little bit,
a
little bit. So, but this is yeah.
I need a new B.O.B. album. That'd be hot.
He had a mixtape or something not too long ago.
Not too long ago, but he also came out with a fucking instrumental album, and I was like, no, B.O.B.
I seen where Andre got nominated for a Grammy or something, didn't he?
I could believe it.
You feel like okay? You say you feel like you can believe it.
Yeah.
So you listen to that album?
What the Flute
Blue
album?
Sun? Yeah.
Yeah. I listened to it.
You said the Flute album
a couple times. The Flute album. Yeah, the Flute album.
This nigga so dope. He don't even need words.
Pootie don't need no words. He don't need no music. Woo! Pootie too good.
This is turning into a music conversation now?
No, not really.
Oh,
I thought it was just a conversation.
Oh, it was, I guess. Benny the Butcher's new album, him and 38 Splash. That's always a nice. If you like punchlines and bars, those are always two nice artists. Go, come on, man, Benny the Butcher.
Listen,
oh man,
I'm gonna say this. I like punchlines and bars, but I don't like vapid music.
Huh?
I don't like when it's too empty, too often, too long.
Wait, what?
I don't like when it's too empty, too often, too long.
Too empty, too often, too long.
Yeah, you can have a couple empty ass songs. You know what I'm saying? You can have a couple of things that are just, you know what I'm saying, just like throwaways, commercial hits or whatever, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Lupe, Nas, Talib Kweli. You know what I mean? The reason that their names are known is because some of their hits are commercial. You know what I'm saying? Crossover appeal. But
appeal.
That's all it is.
Nas is very, very few. He tried that. Nostradamus was probably the closest to commercial album, and it flopped.
Yeah, but it also flopped for other reasons because it wasn't as good of an album for the rest of his shit.
Yeah, because it was a little commercial. The whole album was.
Yeah,
the whole album was jingle-ish. It was almost like Jay-Z's American, what was that, American Gangster album? The whole album was a jingle.
Album.
It was a jingle. The whole album. I was kind of done with Jay-Z after I kind of quit fucking with him. I felt I feel like it was the American Gangster that did it for me. I did like the Dynasty album. Wasn't that the one where Kanye came in? It Can Be Life.
Yeah,
and have Renegade on. No, the Renegade was on. No,
Renegade was on Blueprint. But yeah. Although the Dynasty album wasn't Jay-Z's album, that was Rockefeller.
Yeah, but okay, that part. Who you think was the hottest out of Rockefeller?
Ever or to come out of Rockefeller?
Yeah. Well, just I know you was gonna say Jay-Z.
Jay and then Kanye.
Oh, really?
You can't really count Cam because he wasn't really Rockefeller as much as he's Cam. And Cam is
what about Beans?
Beans is an
Come
almost.
on, man.
Beans is an almost.
Beans just is like dog.
Beans is an almost like Freeway and Memphis Bleak. They're and Oskino and Sparks. They're almost. Them almost niggas. They're almost.
Nah, dog.
Achieved none of the heights that they should have.
Can't let you do that. Memphis Bleak was never going to achieve. He achieved the hype that he should have.
No, Memphis Bleak could have gone higher. He could have gone higher. Memphis Bleak was almost.
Memphis Bleak was barely above anybody in State Property, in my opinion. State Property was almost everybody was basically Beans' team he put together.
Yeah, but that's Beans and Freeway, and that's Beans and Freeway. Yeah,
Amari Sparks,
that's literally them. Oskino and Sparks. Yeah.
Oskino, yeah, my fault. But I don't put Sparks. I don't put Memphis Bleak was barely above any of them. Memphis Bleak wasn't above Beans. I'm sorry.
I seen a thing that said nobody has love for family like Master P, who gave all them hot ass beats to his brother Silk the Shocker.
Yeah, that's
he gave him songs on songs, and that boy just ran around on every song he gave him. He said, "Where's the beat?" I don't know, but it's not where he's at. Damn.
Who was the hottest out of No Limit?
I'm just gonna rap, huh?
Hottest out of No Limit.
No Limit. I was never a fan of No Limit for real.
Really?
Mystical.
I forgot.
Yeah, I felt like they were. Too many of them wanted to be Pac. That annoyed me.
Huh. I don't know if any of them wanted to be Pac.
And I didn't. Yeah, they did. And then they wore the bandanas and everything. It was a whole thing back then. That actually was supposed to be. There was even a rumor that one of the reasons that Tupac was killed was because he was going to be leaving Death Row to go to No Limit.
Huh.
Because he was done with his album deal with Death Row, and he was going to start up his new album record label under No Limit.
They was like, we're going to get Snoop instead. Well, that didn't work out.
Later on. And it did work out for Snoop. Snoop learned a whole lot just from being on No Limit. While his album sales may not have been as amazing as they were, and his musical styling, he needed that.
He had a movie.
Needed that. Snoop needed that time with No Limit to become who Snoop was going to be. And he learned a lot from being with Master P that he would have never learned if he'd have stayed at Death Row.
He learned how to make movies.
He learned how to make moves.
Yes.
Both.
But yeah, Earth Gang is that's my favorite album out right now.
I mean, that's cool. You could send me a link and I might, peruse.
Freddie Gibbs dropped another album. I heard that's hot. That's fire.
Yeah.
Currency dropped 2 last month. You know what I'm saying? The Tonight Show Part 3 and the Encore. That. Larry June dropped the album, Doing It For Me.
I mean, I'm still listening to that Killer Mike, some Kid Cudi, Lupe. Lupe dropped this one joint on Instagram. I ain't find if it was the whole album, whole song or not. But he dropped this joint. He's like, I just made this inside of 10 hours or something crazy, because you know how Lupe do anymore. But where he was talking like it was the Last Supper, like the people at the table at the Last Supper. It's just kind of fire. I mean, but it's Lupe, so you got to go.
Drop that Samurai. I was disappointed it didn't have more tracks. I was really
you were
upset
disappointed in how short it was, which is a crazy problem to have. It's called an EP. That shit was not an LP. You came up in the you act like you ain't come up in a time where getting a cassette tape and just one song being on one side and one song being on the other side was all there was, and that's all you listened to. I lived through that. I lived through that. That's how I used to listen to Camp Low. Was Coolie High on one side and World Heist was on the other.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's not ridiculous.
We had CDs.
It was a cassette tape. CDs were invented in 1979. They didn't start. They wasn't the main form of until later on. Main form.
I'll tell you what I did once though. I took my remember the Home Alone the recording thingy. It came from the Home Alone movie. He had the little recorder. Yeah, and I took that, and you could take. I remember when I found out that you could record over tapes if you remove that little piece in there.
No, not if you removed it. If you placed the thing in the space so that it would.
I would remove it.
No, if you remove it, you can't tape over it. But if you have something there, you would stick like a piece of gum or some wadded up paper down inside that hole.
Yeah, the gum. I used to put my gum wrapper.
Yeah, you stick it down inside the hole, and that way it can record. Because there was something inside the cassette player that was like a little hook that would come down, and if you wanted it to never be recorded over it, you would let it would come down and would move inside that cavity. But if there's something in the way, it would push it up, and then the record button could be.
Nigga, I used to take and record videos from TV, Yo MTV rap and shit, and record. I have the whole video on tape, sitting there. That's how I made my mixtapes. Oh man, I never forget that.
I used to make all kind of tapes, taping shit off the radio, taping shit off of, whatever.
I never really had a radio. That's what I thought about. I didn't really get a radio until I was like
childhood
12
was so
years
serious.
Old. Nah, I had a lot of music, but
so serious you couldn't even play the radio.
Couldn't play the radio. Sergeant Serious. He don't even play the radio. When I got my I remember when I got my first boom box. My first mix, the first CDs I had was
up on your shoulder.
Nah, I was
walking around with it with a.
It was the tape.
Did you walk around with it with some cardboard?
Nah, I had it on the porch.
Break dancing.
But my first 6 CDs, I remember getting Wu-Tang.
Rolling around on your long ass shoulders.
I had a Nas album. I had Dirty, The Pimpin' the Gangster.
Man, it was a white boy that gave me my first
Hot
rap
Boys.
tape.
A white boy gave you your first rap. You look like a white boy gave you your first rap tape.
Man, my first rap music that I was allowed to listen to was fucking Mr. Wendell and I'm Everyday People by fucking Arrested Development.
Damn. That was that group? I was about to say Crucial Conflict. That's smoking on hay in the middle of the bar.
Hay in the middle of the bar, yeah, man.
Yeah, Crucial Conflict.
And that came mad later. They came after Bone was even out.
Everyday People.
And their album was so disappointing. Oh my God.
Crucial
Conflict's album was
Crucial
not
Conflict was like the Nappy Roots.
They were supposed to be the greatest thing ever, but they ended up
like Nappy Roots.
Just fizzling
Nappy
out.
Roots was supposed to be a second coming of the Dungeon Family, but it just didn't work out that way.
They had some really good showings in West Virginia. I used to love when they come in.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they're just right across the bridge.
But they broke up because somebody died. One of them died, I believe.
Like D12?
The light-skinned dude got shot, I think, or something like that. Crazy. I can't remember exactly.
Just like D12.
Yeah. A lot like that.
Damn.
Lot like that.
What was his name? Spook? Spat?
Proof?
There it is. That's the I fucked that name all up.
You did.
I did.
It's a good thing the D12's not here to get you. Be like, well, we want to have influence. We want our show to reach heights, but if someone makes certain that D12 does not hear this, it would be great.
Bizarre.
None of our fans snitched to D12 because obviously my co-host does not have enough reverence in his for the dead. Now we're gonna have beef with Eminem, and we're gonna have to ask where's Ja. Ja's gonna have to come and save us because who else could we get to fight Eminem except for Ja Rule?
Busta Rhymes.
No, well, yeah, Busta Rhymes will win that fight.
Think so?
I think so. I think that Eminem cannot cook Busta Rhymes.
You think he can cook Wayne?
But no. I don't really like Wayne.
I know.
He's literally what I think of when I think of Vapid Rhymes. Yeah, clever, yes. He's got all the cleverness in the world. He throws words together like he's just kind of just breathes them out, and they're just wow.
Look.
How did you put that together, Wayne? That was
peak
amazing.
Of his career, he once said, "I can say don't rob," and it don't rob, and it was like, bro, that was hype. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, man. No, I mean, like he's amazing. As a rapper, don't get me twisted, but his shit be so fucking empty.
So I had
punchline to punchline, brag. I'm hot. I do hot shit.
So, but look, I had this question before. So, if you had to name a trilogy of albums or mixtapes, what would be the best trilogy?
KD 1, 2, and 3.
Huh?
KD 1, 2, and 3.
I don't know what that is.
King's Disease.
Oh, Nas?
Or Magic?
Huh.
Camp Lowe's Uptown Saturday Night. A Piece of the Action. They had more than 2 albums, and Let's Do It Again. A Piece of the Action, Let's Do It Again. They literally did all 3 of those. They made more than 3 albums, but those were the first 3 albums that they made, and I loved all 3 of those to death. Blueprint 1, 2, and
what? You talking about KRS-One?
I said Blueprint.
Yeah, there's no
Blueprint 2.
He didn't do a 3.
I was gonna say the album that came after that. I was gonna say something.
That's not a Blueprint.
Album. It was a 3-album run, is what I was saying.
Nah, man, that's not a trilogy. Well, I guess you could say that. The ones that came up in my conversation was Dedication, all Lil Wayne's Dedications 1, 2, and 3. And then Kanye's first 3 albums. Nah, not the Carter's, Dedications, the mixtapes.
I was getting to Kanye.
And then Kanye's.
Like College Dropout, Late Registration.
Late Registration, yeah. Yo, Graduation.
Graduation.
Those were the 2. Those were the 2 that came up. But I feel like
it's just a big fire.
We might have been getting to the end of Nas's 2-part trilogy album series when this conversation came up too. I honestly believe that album is what brought up what was the best trilogy for real.
I can see that. My food is.
But Dedications, bro. Lil Wayne was going nuts. I'm not gonna lie. The 2 was probably the best. Man,
he was just talking real clever about nothing.
It was just bars.
Just bars.
It was an era of bars, man.
Yeah, it was just bars. It was just bars.
And Nelly.
Fucking, I'm clever for no reason.
That's not no reason. What do you mean?
I'm just clever.
Wordplay. Come on, man. You a hater. What you need, a story? You like stories.
I do like stories.
Like Wu-Tang, sword fighting. Yeah, Wu-Tang versus Shaolin. That was a hot album.
I do like that shit.
Cuban Links. I mean, if we get a 3rd Cuban Links, that would be a mean trilogy.
You know how long he would have to live and be rapping for us to get a 3rd Cuban Links?
I feel like we're due another Cuban Links. He waited like, what, 10, 12 years for the 2nd Cuban Links?
That's all I'm saying. I mean, it would have to be forever.
We're kind of due one.
Just like we're due the Detox?
No, we're not due the Detox.
Are we not?
No, I don't.
Is it not due anymore?
I don't feel like we do the Detox.
All right.
I've never really thought we were due.
What about All Eyes on Me and Machiavelli? That's a double album, 2 in 1 album. That's a trilogy, isn't it?
Or you do that, he's dead. You can't be do something for. You can't do.
I'm just saying that
do something for somebody that's dead.
I'm saying that was a trilogy, you ass. Why do you have such a reverence for the dead?
I don't know. I'm going off on the dead today.
Yeah, man. My co-host keeps banging on the dead.
Y'all not here. I don't know about that one.
How dare you make me miss you?
That's one.
What about DMX first 3 albums?
It's Dark and Hell is Hot.
Flesh of My Flesh and Blood of My Blood. And what was the next one? Fuck.
Then there was X.
Then there was X? Or was it
feel
just
like
X?
it. I think it was Generation X, wasn't it?
No.
I don't know. That was.
Man, I seen something that Exhibit actually put out a new song. That shit was fire too.
I mean, I guess.
It's Exhibit, man. And he's
Exhibit falls in that realm of if he falls in that circle of people that was that you said should have been that
Exhibit held it down for a little while. It's a shame that he only in the rap game only for the fortune and the fame extra large.
Nigga, I'm only gonna go make these cars. This rap shit ain't working.
He did get on the show. That did.
Dr.
But
Dre,
every rapper that gets into a different field always makes more money as whatever that other
Dre
field
wouldn't
is
put my
for the most
album
part.
out because Eminem was blowing up, and then he found 50. I said it's over for me. Let me go make these cars.
That did kind of happen for him. That's kind of where it went.
Like it's over.
It is kind of where it went.
They tried to get him in there, but then 50 popped up. He was like, I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to make it on the next Eminem album,
my guy.
Exhibit. I'm sorry, but I hear the car show's going pretty good.
Exhibit fire though, man. He always rapped with that Eastern style though. You know what I'm saying? Rhyming one word like 15 times and then moving to the next word.
Remember there was a dude that kind of sound and looked like Nipsey, but he was only around for a little bit.
No.
And then he disappeared.
I don't know who that is. I'm never a Nipsey fan, so I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Oh man, well, I ain't gonna say something wrong with you. A lot of people didn't know, but yeah, I fuck with Nipsey. There was another guy that popped up for a short amount of time.
I heard, I haven't been like, oh yeah, I want to hear more of that.
Okay, well that's different because you also don't like a lot of artists. You like true. Camp Lo.
I love Camp Lo. Love Camp Lo.
You was around for the LL and cannabis rap beef.
Facts. Big facts. I was definitely around for the first and second round knockout. Talk about my books you came to read. That's cannabis. He ain't understanding this because 99% of his fans don't exist. I remember when I found that disc. It was on a tape. Let me get the mic from your arm. Yeah, man. That's my shit. That Cannabis lost that like horribly because he signed with the Fugees.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean, Wyclef had an ear for music, but not necessarily for rap songs in a way. It was weird. And so he would always switch a beat in the middle of a song, and you'd be like,
yeah. I fuck with Wyclef. 2 Parts to a Story. That was a good album.
Yeah, you know, I hear you. And that The Eclectic was a very good album. I love that album. But as far as rap goes, he didn't need to be fucking Cannabis's career up like he did.
How did he beat Cannabis' career up? Cannabis beat his own career up.
Cannabis beat his own career up by following Wyclef as opposed to, you know what I'm saying, being an actual
thinking for
rapper,
himself,
rapping with actual rappers.
He was
Wyclef's not a rapper. Wyclef is a guitarist.
LL Cool J. He's a producer.
And Wyclef
and
is
an
a
engineer.
Guitarist and a producer and an engineer and a genius in his own right, but not for rap music.
He's like Will I Am.
He was pre-Will I Am. He was before Will I Am. He's like I said, a genius with music. You know what I'm saying? Musical notes, all that, putting some shit together, orchestrating a song, all that shit. Wyclef got you. But you trying to get some boom bap out there and some I can rap on bars and whatnot.
You should have went to Just Blaze.
You go to somebody, maybe go to Just Blaze.
There was another producer back then that was hot too. Was it Rottweiler or some shit?
Rottweiler, yeah, I remember that. There's been a lot of people that have been really.
What was the dude? Hype? What was it? That
Hype Williams.
Hype Williams.
He's a videographer.
Yeah, he was hot.
Yeah, very hot.
If you had anything from Hype Williams, they was like, wait, what? He was like the Spike Lee. Yeah, he was the Spike Lee of videos.
Mm-hmm. Big budgets, big budget.
Yeah, I think he did though.
My food is getting cold.
Oh man, it'd be like that. Well,
no man, it's steak.
It'd be like that. All right, man. Well, get up off of here.